We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup
between the Washington Commanders
and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Ready? They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this one too low.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball in that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Hey, Alabama. Here we go.
Here's Brady to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have more extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Able to connect with Dotson. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Brady going to throw.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On the set. Back to 60. Back to 60.
They go play action here on first down.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
This is caught. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season, and they are able to add on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Brady.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a first carry here for Robinson.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 47 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's go now.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Going right back to Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and started working away from it. And it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
slings this deep from McLaurin, and he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. On the slant, it's Fant. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
He tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the 1st half, and they pulled the string here in the 2nd half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. That throw by Brady incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now Brady.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute... And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Hooper from a yard out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Walker to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Get it!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, here we go.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing's 2nd and 2. It's a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Again, it's Walker.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up fourth down.
Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That